Hello, my name's Bridget and this is BookTube Bulletin, your go-to place for bookish news. Today is April 2nd, which means it is officially National Poetry Month. Every day this month, Molly from Magical Molly is going to be posting a Twitter challenge for poetry, so definitely go follow her on her Twitter at Magical Molly if you are into poetry. Now on to some book releases happening tomorrow. Stormcaster, which is the third book in the Shattered Realms series by Cinda Williams-Chima, is coming out tomorrow. This is a fantasy series. The first book, Flamecaster, follows Adrian Solhan, who is also known as Ash, and follows him on his journey to revenge using his powerful magic. He is a healer, and when a series of murders forces him to go into hiding, he has to figure out what to do to stop them. Jenna Bandelow was abandoned at birth and has always been told she's a target. She doesn't know why she's being hunted, but she's terrified of being caught. Their paths collide in Arden, where they rescue each other in unimaginable ways. The second book in the Constellation series by Claudia Gray is Defy the Worlds, and that comes out tomorrow as well. This is a science fiction series. The first book, Defy the Stars, is about Naomi Vidal, a soldier who is willing to risk anything to save her planet, and Abel, a machine abandoned in space and left to evolve, who only wants to protect his creator and be free. While they are enemies in an interstellar war, they are forced to work together on their journey through the stars. The Female Persuasion by Meg Wolitzer. This is an adult contemporary novel about Greer Kadetsky, a shy college freshman who meets a woman she hopes will change her life. Faith Frank, who has been a pillar for the women's movement for decades and has inspired many. Greer, though in love with her boyfriend Corey, ends up feeling her world light up when she is invited to an event by Faith and is eventually led away from her meant-to-be love story with Corey. And the last book coming out this week is Starry Eyes by Jen Bennett. This is a contemporary romance about Zori and Lennon, who used to be best friends until last year's homecoming dance. Now they avoid each other at all costs, and their families are like the Montagues and Capulets. They are both in a group that goes camping, and the duo are left stranded alone. They have no choice but to hash out their issues as they find their way to safety. Now we are going to go to Molly from Magical Molly for the Page to Screen segment.
Hello, I'm Molly Lukovich, and I'm here with your Page to Screen BookTube news. Ready Player One is a huge disappointment to fans. The Darkest Minds first teaser trailer dropped and was met with mixed reviews from fans. While some elements look very accurate to the books, some other minor details stuck out to die-hard book fans like a sore thumb. However, author of the books Alexander Bracken seems very supportive of the films, and this does bode well for moviegoers. A Series of Unfortunate Events Season 2 has premiered on Netflix, and it covers books 5 through 9 in the series by Lemony Snicket. 20th Century Fox bought out the film rights to the New York Times bestselling book Caraval by Stephanie Garber. Constantine Films bought out the rights to A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. Film Rise bought out the distribution rights for The Miseducation of Cameron Post, based on a book by the same name by Emily M. Danforth. The film has already premiered at Sundance Film Festival and won, and will be released in select theaters sometime this summer. Sony's Columbia Pictures bought out the film rights to The Hazelwood by Melissa Albert. The film also managed to land the screenwriter Ashley Powell, who was also the screenwriter on the upcoming Disney film The Nutcracker. The Disney film The Nutcracker is a mashup adaptation of both the ballet by Tchaikovsky and the book by E.T.A. Hoffman. Netflix has just bought out the rights to The Wicked Deep by Shay Earnshaw. It is not clear yet, though, whether the book will premiere on Netflix as a series or as a film. We will keep you updated on its progress. Netflix has also bought out the rights to All the Boys I Loved Before by Jenny Han, which will be releasing sometime this summer as a Netflix film. Classic book The Bell Jar by Sylvia Plath is set to come out as a movie sometime in 2018. It is written and directed by Kirsten Dunst and stars Dakota Fanning. And lastly, the best-selling book Between Shades of Grey by author Ruta Sepetys is set to come out sometime in late 2018 as a film under the title Ashes in the Snow. They felt the need to change the title for the film since the book's original title, Between Shades of Grey, bears a bit too much resemblance to the 50 Shades of Grey franchise's titles. I'm Molly Lukovich of Magical Molly, and that was Page to Screen.
Thank you for that, Molly. There are so many exciting things happening with bookish adaptations this month. To find out about the latest bookish events, let's head over to Gabby from Gabby Wyatt Books to find out the scoop.
Hello everyone, my name is Gabby, and today I'm going to be discussing some of the big book events that are coming up within the next few months. With a lot of authors wrapping up their book tours in March, it's going to be a relatively slow month in April for book events, but there are a few authors that are currently hitting the road in April. Siobhan Vivian is going on tour for her newest release, Stay Sweet, with stops in California, Colorado, Illinois, Connecticut, New York, New Jersey, and Pennsylvania, so if you want to find out more about her tour, you can check out her website. Allie Carter is currently touring for her newest release, Not If I Save You First, and in April she has stops in Kansas, Nebraska, Missouri, and Illinois. Jessie Ann Andrews is going to be touring for his new novel Mun Mun in April, and he has stops in California, Pennsylvania, Texas, Illinois, and New York. So if you want to find out more information about all those authors and their tours, and if they're coming to a city near you, and if they are, how to get tickets, you can check out their websites and find out more information there. But besides that, there are of course two big major YA book festivals that are coming up within the next few months. May 4th and 5th, 2018 is Y'all West in Santa Monica, California. There is a huge list of authors that have been announced to attend this event, including Todi Adeyemi, Lauren Oliver, Alex Bracken, Neil Susterman, Talara Mafi, and Ransom Riggs, just to name a few. Tickets are currently on sale for the keynote, and if you want to see the entire lineup, that's all on Y'all West's website. And then, of course, the biggest book event of the year is fastly approaching. BookCon is happening June 2nd and 3rd, 2018 at the Javits Center in New York City. There is a lineup that is currently being announced with names like Cassandra Clare, Angie Thomas, Jennifer Armentrout, Lee Bardugo, and many more to come. Panels are also very slowly being announced, and throughout this entire thing, BookTube is becoming a huge presence at BookCon. There is going to be meet and greets and panels both days featuring some big major booktubers, so if that sounds interesting to you, make sure you go and check out BookCon's website and get tickets and get them before the shipping date so that you can get your badges in the mail and you don't have to wait in line at will call. BookCon has also announced that they're going to be continuing their autographing area system, which they instilled last year, in which you have to buy tickets for the autographing area online. And I know that that was something that a lot of people were frustrated with, but it's something to be aware of because of course more information will be coming on that process soon. But as for the way that they did it last year, you're allowed 2 tickets per day and you get it online, and it's like this whole big complex system. So more information will be coming on that, but I think it's something to be aware of if you're going to BookCon, to be a system that you're going to have to be concerned with if you want to meet authors in the autographing area. Besides that, a whole bunch of panels have currently been announced for BookCon, and most recently they announced that Bill Clinton and James Patterson are coming to BookCon to promote their newest release, which is a thriller called The President is Missing, and BookCon is doing a huge event with them, so if you want to find out more about that, you can check out their website. That's about it for book events at the moment. Of course, we'll be finding out more about Y'all West and BookCon/BEA as all of that approaches, but I hope that you find a stop that interests you and that you get to enjoy some really great book events within the next few months. So if there's any that you're hitting up that you would like to let us know about, make sure you leave that in the comments.
Thanks so much for that, Gabby. Now we are going to be heading over to Reggie from Don't Stop Reading to find out about the social segment on Twitter and Instagram and what's been going on in the bookish community.
Hi, my name is Reggie. So first, for the social segment, we have seen quite a few fans of the Love, Simon movie and the Simon vs. Homo Sapiens Agenda book on Twitter clapping back at fans who are not in the LGBTQIA+ community who have been shipping Simon and Leah together. Essentially, why fans who are within the LGBTQIA+ community or allies of the community are clapping back at shipping Simon and Leah is because this is a ground-breaking movie. This is the first movie put out by a big publisher that is showcasing a teenage gay romance in this way, and it's beautiful and lovely, and we shouldn't diminish all the good it's doing by shipping Leah and Simon together when Simon is clearly meant to be with Blue. We also have a couple of cover reveals that came out recently that are getting lots of buzz and love online, especially on Twitter. So we wanted to bring attention to those. The first is Alexandra Bracken's The Darkest Legacy. If you don't know, Alexandra Bracken has a new book in the Darkest Minds series coming out, and it just got its cover, and it is beautiful. This story, if you don't know, continues after the events of The Darkest Minds concludes. I believe it's 5 years in the future, and it's following Zoo. So it's her perspective, even though it still involves the same world and story and characters. We also hear a lot of buzz and an overwhelming amount of love for the cover What If It's Us, which is co-written by Becky Albertalli and Adam Silvera. This is a partnership that so many people are excited about. And like I said, the consensus for this cover has been overwhelmingly positive. I personally, specifically love the color scheme. I think it's awesome. Over the last few months, we've also been seeing a lot of theater buyouts, which has been amazing. A majority of the theater buyouts we've been seeing are for Love, Simon. We've seen queer and straight celebrities buy out theaters so that people who may not have the opportunity to see this movie get the chance to see it in theaters and support the movie as much as they can. It's been such an amazing thing to see all of these announcements going up on Twitter or Instagram and seeing the outpouring of love for Love, Simon, but also for what it represents. And it's really great that these people who have the ability to do so are buying out theaters in not just support of this movie, but support of the people this movie represents and is going to help, and also the people who would really benefit from this movie but don't have the opportunity to go see it. I just absolutely love what these celebrities are doing. It's amazing. But we didn't just see this happen for Love, Simon. We also see that Bella Thorne has done this for her upcoming movie Midnight Sun. We've also seen this happen for A Wrinkle in Time. For Wrinkle in Time, a big focus on this was getting younger audiences to see this film, and so there were definitely some theater buyouts for this. That's all for your social segment of BookTube Bulletin. I'll see you in the next one.
That's all the news we have for today, folks. If you have any bookish news that you know is happening, a book release or a movie adaptation, definitely let us know in our Google form in the description. Just fill that out and we'll definitely talk about it. Also, if you are a booktuber or author who would like to come on and have a segment about a specific topic, fill out the Google form in the description and we will let you know about coming on the show. Thanks for watching BookTube Bulletin. I'm your host, Bridget Barnsley, and I will see you guys next Monday morning. Have a nice week and keep reading.